Book review: The Amalfi Curse by Sarah Penner. Plot summary: The Amalfi Curse, a bewitching tale of sunken treasure, forbidden love, and ancient magic on the Amalfi Coast. The shimmering, sun-drenched cliffs of the Amalfi Coast, a labyrinth of pastel-hued villages clinging precariously to the rugged coastline, serve as the breathtaking backdrop for The Amalfi Curse. This enchanting narrative intricately weaves together the destinies of actor Anya Sharma, a brilliant and relentless-driven marine archaeologist, and Marko Volkov, an enigmatic local fisherman whose eyes hold the weight of generations and a profound connection to the sea. Their paths, seemingly disparate, are fated to collide amidst the idyllic charm of Positano, igniting a chain of events that will relentlessly test their loyalties, shatter their preconceived notions, and ultimately unearth secrets that have lain dormant for centuries beneath the cerulean expanse, the Aegean Sea. The story commences with Anya's arrival in Positano, a town celebrated globally for its cascading bougainvillea, vertiginous staircases, and panoramic vistas that stretch endlessly across the horizon. She is not here for leisure, but under the auspices of a prestigious research grant fueled by an insatiable curiosity and a burning ambition to investigate the persistent whispers of a legendary shipwreck. This isn't just any sunken vessel, it's a Roman galley rumored to have carried an artifact of incalculable value and immense power, the amulet of Amphitrite. This ancient relic, steeped in myth and dismissed by mainstream academia as mere folklore, is believed to possess extraordinary magical properties. Yet Anya's meticulous research, sifting through arcane texts and obscure historical accounts, suggests the tantalizing truth beneath the myth. Her scientific rigor, however, is met with an almost palpable resistance from the insular, deeply superstitious local community, particularly the venerable elders who harbor a profound, almost ancestral fear of disturbing the sea's ancient, slumbering secrets. Among those who initially regard Anya with a mixture of suspicion and wary curiosity is Marko. He is a man of stoic silence, his gaze often fixed on the distant horizon, holding a melancholic depth that hints at unspoken burdens and a past he rarely discusses. Despite his reserved demeanor, Marko possesses an preternatural knowledge of the local currents, hidden coves, and the capricious moods of the Mediterranean, an intimate understanding passed down through an unbroken lineage of his family. His weather fishing boat, the Serena, is more than just a vessel. It is a sanctuary, a floating extension of himself, and the ocean his only true confidante. As Anya's investigations lead her inexorably closer to the rumored shipwreck site, she finds herself repeatedly providentially crossing paths with Marko. Initially, their interactions are charged with a quiet tension. Anya, the pragmatic, data-driven scientist, clashing subtly with Marko, the man steeped in local folklore, ancient traditions, and an intuitive understanding of the sea's mysteries. Yet this professional friction, born of differing worldviews, slowly but undeniably begins to yield to a burgeoning, almost magnetic attraction. Anya finds herself increasingly captivated by Marko's quiet strength, the raw honesty in his weathered hands, and the unspoken wisdom that gleams in his deep-set eyes. Conversely, Marko, despite his initial reservations, is drawn to Anya's keen intellect, her unwavering determination, and a spark of adventurous spirit that perhaps reminds him of a past he has diligently tried to bury. This burgeoning romance is, however, significantly complicated by the ever-present figure of Isabella Rossi, Marko's childhood friend and respected, influential member of the Positano community. Isabella, fiercely protective of Marko and deeply rooted in the traditions of her people, views Anya as an unwelcome interloper, potential threat to the delicate equilibrium of their lives and the profound secrets they have guarded for generations. Her loyalty to Marko borders on unrequited love, adding another layer of complexity to the unfolding drama. As Anya delves deeper into her archaeological pursuits, she unearths not only ancient texts and meticulously detailed maps that pinpoint the exact location of the shipwreck, but also disturbing revelations. These findings expose a chilling prophecy, the Amalfi Curse. This ancient malediction, whispered through generations of local legends, warns that disturbing the amulet, Amphitrite, will unleash catastrophic force upon the Amalfi Coast, manifesting as unprecedented storms, devastating tsunamis, and an ancient malevolent darkness that threatens to consume everything in its path. The curse, Anya discovers, is inextricably linked to Marko's family, hinting at a long-forgotten pact made by his distant ancestors to protect the amulet and, by extension, the entire coast from its destructive power. Their lineage carries responsibility passed down through blood. Driven by her unyielding scientific curiosity and A rationalist skepticism, Anya initially dismisses the ominous warnings as mere superstition, the fanciful tales of an uneducated populace. With Marco's reluctant yet ultimately indispensable assistance, they locate the sunken Roman galley. Its haunting skeletal remains now a ghostly silhouette resting silently on the seabed. The moment Anya's gaze falls upon the shimmering amulet of Amphitrite, powerful, almost tangible energy emanates from it, affecting both her and Marco in profoundly different ways. Marco experiences vivid, unsettling visions. Fragments of his ancestors' struggles, their desperate sacrifices, and the ancient rituals they performed to keep the curse at bay. Anya, on the other hand, feels an overwhelming surge of exhilaration, sense of raw power, and an intuitive understanding she has never before experienced, feeling akin to unlocking dormant part of her own being. Retrieving the amulet proves to be a perilous undertaking, far more dangerous than Anya could have anticipated. Ancient traps, cunningly devised and magically imbued safeguards woven into the very fabric of the shipwreck's decaying structure, test their courage, ingenuity, and physical limits. As they navigate the treacherous underwater labyrinth, the Amalfi Coast above begins to experience increasingly unusual and unsettling phenomena. Minor tremors that ripple through the ground, unseasonal violent storms that lash the coastline, and an unsettling, inexplicable shift in this normally predictable currents. Isabella, witnessing these escalating events with growing dread, becomes increasingly distressed, her warnings about the curse growing more urgent, more desperate, and laced with profound sense of foreboding. She finally reveals to Anya and Marco the full, terrifying extent of the ancient pact, her own family's integral role in maintaining the delicate magical balance of the region, and the true, devastating consequences if the amulet is disturbed. The story's climax erupts as Anya and Marco finally succeed in retrieving the amulet of Amphitrite from its ancient resting place. The very instant it leaves its millennia-long slumber, the full, unbridled force of the Amalfi Curse is unleashed. Monstrous, unprecedented storm, unlike any recorded in living memory, descends upon the coast, threatening to utterly devastate Positano and its surrounding villages. Ancient magical beings, formidable guardians of the amulet, awaken from their deep slumber, their fury palpable, their wrath directed squarely at those who dared to disturb the sacred relic. Anya, initially overwhelmed by the raw, untamed power emanating from the amulet, struggles desperately to control its immense, chaotic energy. Marco, guided by the haunting visions of his ancestors and the ancestral magic now coursing powerfully through his veins, realizes his true destiny, purpose he had unknowingly carried since birth. He understands with chilling clarity that the only way to appease the curse and save his beloved home, his people, and the woman he loves is to make a profound, ultimate sacrifice. His sacrifice is not merely a physical act, but a spiritual and magical one, deeply intertwined with his family's ancient lineage and the ancestral pact that binds them to the land and sea. Isabella, setting aside her personal feelings and fears, bravely assists them, her deep understanding of the ancient ways and her fierce loyalty to her community proving invaluable. Together, the trio must perform an ancient, forgotten ritual, one that demands not only their combined strength and courage, but also a willingness to confront their deepest fears and make unimaginable personal sacrifices. The resolution sees Anya and Marco through their combined efforts. Unique synergy of scientific understanding and ancient magic, finding precarious way to mitigate the curse's most devastating effects. They do not entirely nullify it, for some ancient forces cannot be simply undone, but they manage to restore fragile, tenuous balance to the Amalfi Coast. The harrowing experience leaves them both irrevocably changed. Anya, having witnessed the undeniable, awe-inspiring power of ancient magic, gains newfound respect for traditional beliefs, the delicate harmony between humanity and nature, and the limits of purely scientific understanding. Her future archaeological pursuits are now enriched by broader, more holistic understanding of the world's unseen forces. Marco, having fully embraced his heritage and made profound personal sacrifice, accepts his true role. Guardian of the coast, his love for Anya deepened and solidified by their shared ordeal. The Amalfi Coast, though bearing the scars of the unleashed curse, begins its slow, arduous recovery, its breathtaking beauty forever imbued with the echoes of ancient magic and the compelling tale of two souls who dared to challenge destiny. Isabella, having played a crucial heroic role in the resolution, finds a renewed sense of purpose and belonging within her community, her wisdom and courage now fully recognized and celebrated. The Amalfi Curse concludes with Anya and Marco standing together, looking out at the revitalized, shimmering sea, their hands intertwined, a silent testament to their enduring love and the profound understanding that some mysteries are better respected and protected than solved. They become the quiet, vigilant stewards of the coast's ancient secrets, their lives forever bound by the relentless sun, the eternal sea, and the potent magic that pulses unseen yet ever present beneath the waves. Book review. Sarah Penner, renowned for her evocative historical fiction and mysteries, once again transports readers to a world brimming with intrigue and enchantment in her latest novel, The Amalfi Curse. A bewitching tale of sunken treasure, forbidden love, and ancient magic on the Amalfi Coast, Penner's signature blend of meticulous research, atmospheric prose, and compelling character development shines brightly in this narrative which plunges readers into the heart. A breathtaking Italian landscape where ancient myths are startlingly real and the past refuses to stay buried. This novel is a captivating journey that explores the timeless conflict between scientific rationalism and ancient belief. The complexities of forbidden love and the profound weight of destiny, all set against the stunning, sun-drenched backdrop of one of Italy's most iconic coastlines. From the very first page, Penner masterfully establishes the enchanting yet subtly foreboding atmosphere of the Amalfi Coast, particularly the picturesque town of Positano. Her descriptions are so vivid that one can almost taste the salt in the air, feel the warmth of the Mediterranean sun, and hear the chime of church bells echoing through the narrow, winding streets. This sensory richness is not merely decorative, it is integral to the narrative, making the setting a character in itself, imbued with its own history, secrets, and a palpable sense of ancient magic. At the heart of the story are two compelling protagonists whose lives become inextricably linked by fate and the allure of a legendary artifact. Dr. Anya Sharma is introduced as a marine archaeologist of formidable intellect and unwavering scientific conviction, driven by a research grant and a deep-seated desire to unearth historical truths. Anya arrives in Positano pursuing whispers of a Roman shipwreck carrying the fabled amulet of Amphitrite. She embodies the modern empirical mind, seeking logical explanations and tangible evidence. Her initial skepticism towards superstitions and ancient legends sets up a fascinating internal and external conflict that drives much of the narrative. Anya is not just a scholar, she is a woman grappling with her own professional ambitions and a growing awareness that some truths defy conventional understanding. Her counterpart is Marko Volkov, a local fisherman whose rugged exterior and taciturn nature belie a profound connection to the sea and a heritage steeped in the very myths Anya seeks to debunk. Marko is the embodiment of the ancient world, a man whose knowledge comes not from textbooks but from generations of lived experience and an intuitive understanding of the ocean's rhythms and secrets. His initial suspicion of Anya, born from a protective instinct towards his community's traditions and the sea's sanctity, gradually gives way to a reluctant alliance and eventually a deeply passionate forbidden love. Penner beautifully crafts their evolving relationship, highlighting the friction and eventual harmony between their disparate worlds. Science and magic, logic and intuition. Their romance is not merely supple. It is a central pillar that explores themes of trust, sacrifice, and the courage to embrace the unknown. Adding a crucial layer of tension and emotional depth is Isabella Rossi, Marco's childhood friend and fiercely traditional member of the Positano community. Isabella serves as foil to Anya, representing the unwavering adherence to ancient ways and deep-seated fear of disturbing the delicate balance of their world. Her protective instincts towards Marco and her community's heritage make her formidable, albeit sympathetic, antagonist to Anya's quest. Isabella's character is complex. She is not simply jealous, but genuinely believes in the Amalfi Curse and fears the catastrophic consequences of its disturbance. Her journey from suspicion to reluctant ally is one of the novel's most satisfying character arcs, demonstrating Penner's ability to portray nuanced human relationships. The central mystery revolves around the amulet of Amphitrite and the ominous Amalfi Curse. Penner ingeniously weaves historical research with fantastical elements, creating a believable mythology that feels deeply rooted in the region's folklore. The curse, a prophecy warning of devastating natural disasters if the amulet is disturbed, is more than just a plot device. It is a powerful thematic element that explores humanity's relationship with nature, the consequences of hubris, enduring power of ancient pacts. As Anya's scientific investigations lead her closer to the shipwreck, the subtle signs of the curse's awakening, unusual tremors, unseasonal storms, serve as chilling reminders that some forces are beyond human comprehension. Penner's writing style is, as always, significant strength. Her prose is elegant and evocative, painting vivid pictures of the Amalfi Coast while maintaining brisk, engaging pace. She skillfully balances moments of intense archaeological discovery with tender romantic interludes and escalating supernatural suspense. The dialogue feels authentic, reflecting the characters' diverse backgrounds and emotional states. The pacing is particularly noteworthy. Penner tension gradually allowing the reader to become fully immersed in the world before unleashing the full force of the curse. The underwater sequences, in particular, are rendered with breathtaking detail, making the reader feel as if they are descending into the depths alongside Anya and Marco, sharing their awe and their terror. One of the novel's greatest strengths lies in its exploration of themes. The most prominent is the age-old conflict between science and superstition. Anya, initially dismissive of local legends, is forced to confront the limitations of her empirical worldview when faced with undeniable magical phenomena. This journey of intellectual humility and open-mindedness is beautifully portrayed. The theme of forbidden love is also central as Anya and Marco navigate their growing affection amidst cultural divides, ancient curses, and Isabella's protective presence. Sacrifice is another powerful motif particular. As Marco grapples with his ancestral destiny and the ultimate price required to save his home, the novel also subtly touches upon environmental themes, highlighting the delicate balance of nature and the potential consequences of disrupting ancient ecosystems, both natural and magical. While The Amalfi Curse excels in many areas, a minor critique could be that some readers might find the initial setup slightly slow as Penner meticulously lays the groundwork for the ensuing supernatural events. However, this deliberate pacing ultimately serves to build a rich, immersive world, making the eventual eruption of magic all the more impactful. Additionally, while the ending provides a satisfying resolution, some might argue that the mitigation of the curse and its complete vanquishing leaves a lingering sense of unresolved tension, though this choice aligns perfectly with the novel's nuanced exploration of ancient powers. The climax to the novel is a tour de force, a breathtaking convergence of all the narrative threads, the unleashing of the full Amalfi Curse, depicted as the cataclysmic storm, and the awakening of ancient guardians is rendered with cinematic intensity. Anya's struggle to control the amulet's power and Marco's realization of his ancestral destiny are moments of profound emotional and magical resonance. The ancient ritual performed by Anya, Marco, and Isabella is a powerful testament to their combined strength and the necessity of bridging divides, scientific and magical, personal and communal, to overcome overwhelming odds. In conclusion, The Amalfi Curse is bewitching and deeply satisfying read that will appeal to fans of historical fiction, romance, and supernatural thrillers. Sarah Penner has crafted a narrative that is both intellectually stimulating and emotionally resonant, weaving together a compelling mystery with a passionate love story and a rich tapestry of ancient magic. It's a book that invites readers to question the boundaries of reality, to appreciate the beauty and power of ancient traditions, and to lose themselves in the breadth. Allure of the Amalfi Coast. Penner's ability to conjure such vivid world and populate it with such memorable characters ensures that the Amalfi Curse will linger in the reader's imagination long after the final page is turned, testament to the enduring power of stories that blend history, heart, and touch of the extraordinary. It is a triumphant addition to her bibliography and must-read for anyone seeking an escape into a world where ancient legends come alive.